Who's been here since day one with me? Who's been here since I was a law student and a waitress, and I, started posting workout videos, and I used to wear my avocado pajama shorts, and I had my first fiance and then my second boyfriend and now my second fiance. Who has been with me since day one? Okay, I'm talking to you kind of people. My kind of people. It is so insane to me, and when I really contextualize my life in front of the camera and my life in front of the public eye, it really shocks me how I got through it. Because if you think about it, right, I started posting when I think I was 19, 20 years old. We don't develop our frontal lobe until we're 27, 28. Let's say 28. Give ourselves a little bit of grace. So you're telling me that I basically shared all my life, because I was silly enough to share all my life. But as a result, I built an incredible community, but I also attracted a bunch of weirdos along the way. But I shared all my life on camera, unfiltered as possible, being whoever the F I wanted to be, and growing right in front of many of you's eyes. Who has been here when I faced so much scrutiny? Do you remember how much scrutiny I've faced? Who I've dated. I got called a slut so many times because I decided to have multiple partners. Oh, God forbid, a girl wants to live. Then it was that my business was going to fail, that I didn't know what I was doing. Or every time I made a mistake, it was like all over social media and everything I said and my body and like what I was, everything. And I just often think about the young girls who want to be content creators in this day and age. How much, if I could have it my way and I could take back everything, regardless of everything I've gained, I would still decide to start content creating from 27 onwards, the age of 27 onwards. Because when I really think about it, I didn't really fully live my life to the fullest because I was always so worried about other people's opinions. And again, along the way, I created the most exceptional, juicy, beautiful community, but then I also had probably some of the lowest moments of my life. I ended up on antidepressant pills. I was literally popping those pills. Antidepressant pills, anxiety pills. At one point I thought, you know what, let's go on Xanax. I lost it for a while, and that was purely on the basis of other people's opinions. And I just think if I had a daughter and she came to me, she was like, Mummy, I want to be a content creator, I don't know what I would say until she was 27. I would urge her to not. Because there is not enough tools for people who content create to safeguard them, to make sure that they have the tools to navigate it, to make sure they have the tools to navigate that many opinions and that much scrolling and that much perception at such a vulnerable age. And now I'm not disputing that at the age of 27 you become immune to that, but I was developing. I was genuinely developing who I was. And at one point I had more power than identity. I had a messy middle in the midst of responsibility, but no one gave a shit because you're online, so you have this weird parasocial relationship, and surely that nothing affects you, and because you put yourself out there, then nothing should affect you. And I often think about that because, if you are thinking about becoming a content creator, I really urge you to firstly have those mental health security railroads around you and those safety brackets, just to protect yourself if you're really going to go for it. Because your video could end up viral, you could end up on someone's For You page and some shit might be said, and then you end up in a cycle where you end up spiraling. That's me catastrophizing, but that's a very likely situation. So before you're going to take this whole thing on social media seriously, I really, really, really urge you wholeheartedly to put some precautions around you, family, friends, therapists, guidance, to make sure that you have all the tools you need to keep on going.